And so, welcome back here to the Michael J. O'Brien Court in Pascack Hills High School. We're ready for our second of two games this afternoon, as now it's time for the JV girls to shine as they take on the Indian Hills Braves. It will be Avery Maloney in the middle for the Broncos, Avery Gall in the middle for the Braves here. Tipped up and tipped a little bit more, but it does go the Braves' way. Sarah Paysauer gonna give it in. And Paysauer for three, no good. It goes out, and it'll go the Broncos' way. So it will be Astrid Velazzo into Madison Espinoza, and we'll start once again. Espinoza gives it over to Natalie Wynn. And now Wynn back to Espinoza. Espinoza into Talene Steffens, and then into Astrid Velazzo. Tried to go up, got fouled here. Foul on Grace Dumont, first of the night. And two shots coming here for Astrid Velazzo. She will miss the first. And she's going to miss the second. Goes Indian Hills' way with Paysauer. Now a big three there from Emma Gombas. Doesn't get it, but it is rebounded by Gall. She can't pull one up. Gets it once again. And now Paysauer covered by Steffens. There's now 20 and an interception there from Espinoza. She'll take it up the court, gives it over to Velazzo for a long two, gets it in the corner. And that'll be the first points of the game. As with the JV game, they go to the Broncos. And here's Paysauer taking things up. Ashley M with it, gives it over to Paysauer. Now back out to Gombas, now 20, now Paysauer. She's going to go up for three. It's no good, tipped a little bit, and it will go to Wynn here. Steffens now takes it up the court, gives it over to Espinoza. Back over to Steffens, now Wynn. Now Steffens with it once again, gives it over to Velazzo now. Long three, no good. Rebounded by Gombas. She'll give it to Paysauer, and we'll restart. Paysauer over to Gombas, looking for somebody now. Espinoza on the interception there, her second in a row, and now Steffens with it, gives it over to Velazzo, puts one up, no good, tipped, goes over to 20, and now Indian Hills will have it. Paysauer takes it up once again, now 5 minutes 30 on the clock. M with it now, gives it over to Paysauer, now back to Gombas. Now Paysauer, and now over to 20. Now Paysauer for three, it's no good. And Steffens on the rebound. Steffens takes it up, gives it over to Espinoza, and now into Maloney. No good, but Wynn got the rebound there, can't control it though. And now M will take it up. M with it, covered by Espinoza, gets in there, can't get it to go, and now Steffens looking for, as Gombas with it, and now 20 for three, it's no good, rebounded by Velazzo, now Wynn, and now a jump ball. It's Wynn, and now Siegenthaler, Camarena, Kubica, Diaz and Sipos will come in. That's an entirely new squad for the Broncos here. It will be Kubica into Camarena. She'll give it over to Sipos. Now into Brielle Siegenthaler, who's going to miss a layup there. It will go to Paysauer. And now 20. Drives in. Big block there from Sipos, but it does go back to the Braves' way. And now Gombas with it, looking for somebody. Gives it out to 20, but Camarena's there, and she's going to get the interception. Looking to go up. No, gives it back to Siegenthaler, and now Kubica up top gives it over to Sipos. And now Camarena loses it. It goes back to the Braves' way. Pace Hours 2 is good, and that will make it a tie ball game here. So Kubica up with it, gives it over to Sipos, and now out to Camarena. Back over to Sipos for 3. It's good. Big 3 there from Alexa Sipos. That puts the Broncos up by 3. And now Pace Hour over to M. Goes out off the tip from Sipos. And now an inbound for the Braves here. M will give it into Pace Hour. And Pace Hour almost loses it with coverage from Camarena. Tipped there, can't get it though. And now once again in double coverage. Timeout for the Braves here. 2 minutes 56 on the clock in the first. 5-2 is the score. And we'll be back in about a minute. And we're ready to get back to it. The 4-1-1, 2 minutes 56 on the clock. Score 5-2. Broncos lead the Indian Hills Braves. Same 5 on the court for the Broncos here. Siegenthaler, Diaz, Sipos, Camarena, and Olivia Kubica back in action after being injured since the start of the new year. So it'll be Gombas into Pace Hour here, and she's going to lose it. Camarena gets it, gives it over to Sipos, and the Broncos will restart. Now up to Kubica. Kubica trying to drive in, gives it over to Sipos. Bounce pass into Siegenthaler. Good pass and a good layup there from Brielle Siegenthaler. That makes it a 7-2 game here. And now Pace Hour will give it over to Gombas here. In double coverage, gives it out to Gall, and now out to M. Pace Hour looking to go into somebody, now gives it out to Gall, and now Gombas in double coverage once again, now M. They're all going into double coverage here as Gall, 2, no good, rebounded by Pace Hour, and now Gall once again no good on the 2, and this time it goes Pascack Hills' way. Kubica with it. Just under 2 minutes to go. Kubica almost lost it there, keeps on to it, but tried to give it into Siegenthaler, couldn't haul it in, and it goes out. Inbound here for Emma Gombas. She's going to give it into Sarah Pace Hour. Pace Hour looking for somebody, gives it over to Gombas. Gombas, not a good pass there, and Christine Diaz is going to get it. With Olivia Kubica now. And Kubica gives it into Siegenthaler, out to Diaz now. And is going to take a fall here. Foul is on Avery Gall. That's her second of the game. And now Siegenthaler over to Sipos, who's going to miss the corner 3, but it's rebounded by Kubica. And now Siegenthaler. Foul on Ashley M here, her first. Inbound coming for the Broncos here. Sipos with it. And now into Camarena. Gives it out to Kubica. And now over to Sipos. And now Siegenthaler. Camarena almost lost it there off the pass. Now Kubica puts up a three. No good. Goes to the Braves. And now Paysauer with it. She'll take things up. And now Gombas loses it. Camarena gets it. And you reset here with 10 seconds to go and counting. Now over to Kubica, who's going to put up a sky-high three. It's no good, but Diaz with the rebound gets the layup. And now 2 seconds, 1 second to go, and they'll dribble out to end the first quarter here. 9-2 is the score at the end of the first. It's the Broncos leading the Indian Hills Braves. We'll be right back after this short break. And we're ready to get back to things here in the second quarter now. Starting five back on the court for the Broncos. Maloney, Velazzo, Wynn, Espinoza, and Steffens now, who will cover the inbound Avery Gall. Foul going to be on Sarah Paysauer, her first of the game. And now Espinoza with the inbound will give it in to Taline Steffens. Steffens will take it up just about 30 seconds into the quarter. She'll give it over to Velazzo, who gives it over to Maloney. Into Wynn now is going to have a shot block. And now Paysauer will take it up. Gives it over to Will, it looks like here. She is playing in the varsity game a lot. She's in for JV. Morgan Quill. Over to Avery Gall, and now 20. Ashley M. And now it's once again Quill. Big three there. It's no good from Paysauer. Layup is no good, but a foul here. It's going to be an inbound. No, sorry, 2 shots for Ashley M. And I believe the foul is on Avery Maloney. First for the Broncos tonight and first for her. No good on the first one there. Score stays 9-2. No good on the second one. It will go the Broncos' way here as Steffens on the inbound, this time to Espinoza. And it'll go back to Steffens. She'll take it up. Espinoza with it, and now Velazzo. Now Wynn. Up to Steffens. 3 is no good, but Espinoza gets it back, and now Velazzo with a long 3 wide open and drilled. A Well, there you go. A 10-point lead now for the Broncos as Quill takes it up. Gives it over to Paysauer, who's going to get a screen from Quill here, and now Gall. M with it under the basket, and now out to Paysauer, who's going to give it over to Gall, tipped out by Espinoza, and it goes out and into the girls' locker room. So inbound for the Braves here. Will gets it back after inbounding to Paysauer. Covered by Steffens, now gives it over to Gall. Puts one up, it's no good. Blocked by Maloney, goes out and goes. Pascack kills his way. How about that? So Espinoza on the inbound to Steffens now, but Quill is there, and now Velazzo. Back to Espinoza, that's how they'll start. Back over to Steffens now. As Espinoza over to Velazzo here, trying to drive in. Velazzo over to Espinoza, tipped, almost kept in, but it did just barely go out of bounds here. And it will be the Braves taking it up. Here's Emma Gombas. And now Paysauer. A screen from Quill, and now Gall. 20, and now Paysauer. Tipped, and it goes to Avery Maloney. Gives it over to Velazzo. Puts one up and good. 14-2 is the score. And just about halfway through the second quarter. And Quill. Paysauer now with it. Gives it over to M. She's going to give it to Quill. Looking to pull up, can't get it. Foul's going to be on Taline Steffens here. 2 shots from the line for Morgan Quill. Steffens' first foul of the night. Just misses the first shot, and now the entire Bronco team will come out here in favor of Kubica, Sipos, Camarena, Siegenthaler, and Christine Diaz. One more shot here for Morgan Quill. Missed the first, trying to make the second. Would make it an 11-point game. He's going to miss the second. It will go Pascack kills his way. Sipos on the inbound, it looks like, to Camarena here. But Quill is going to get there all the way out to Kubica, who's going to give it over to Camarena. Now Camarena over to Kubica, and now Sipos, and now Siegenthaler puts it up, no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Gombas. And now Paysauer. Going to give it to Quill. And now M trying to put one up. Foul. And it's going to be on Diaz, her first. The third team foul for the Broncos here. 4 team fouls for the Braves. As Quill with an inbound to Paysauer. It's no good. Quill gets the rebound, can't get the layup to fall, and Diaz is going to get it. Gives it over to Kubica. Kubica, about 3 minutes 20 to go and counting. Into Siegenthaler here. Out to Camarena, and now Sipos for 3. No good. It goes right into the arms of Sarah Paysauer. Now in double coverage. Gives it over to Gombas. Tried to give it into Quill there. It goes to Kubica, who gives it into Diaz, and now Camarena. Camarena over to Siegenthaler now. Into Diaz here. out to Siegenthaler, looking for somebody. Tried to give it to Kubica. Camarena got there and now intercepted. Once again, Sarah Paysauer loses it. Down on the ground, jump ball. 2 minutes 30, just about to go. And now Sipos looking for the inbound. Gonna give it out to Siegenthaler, loses it. Foul gonna be on Brielle Siegenthaler here. 4th team foul, first foul for her. All resets in 2 minutes 30 seconds time here, however. That's how long we have until halftime. And it was Paysauer on the inbound who lost it, and Sipos got it, tried to go up for the layup, fell down there, and the foul gonna be on Paysauer. 2nd foul of the day, and 5 team fouls for the Braves. 2 shots coming for Sipos. She'll make the first shot and makes it a 13-point game. And it's going to miss the second shot as now Siegenthaler with the rebound, Camarena, Sipos, and now Kubica. 3 is no good. Diaz with it, goes out, and it will go the Braves' way here. Just under 2 minutes to go. 13-point lead for the Broncos now as Sarah Paysauer takes things up. Morgan Quill with it. Travel here as now subs coming in. It is Alexa Murrow coming in as now Sipos will inbound to Sierra Camarena. With under 1:45 to go, Camarena with it, gives it over to Kubica, and now Diaz over to Camarena, no good. Diaz with it, jump ball, no. It will go to the Braves here, just under 1:30 to go, as M gives it into Morgan Quill. Quill crossing over with 1:20 to go, gives it over to Murrow. And tipped, Siegenthaler can't pull it in. Goes out with 1:17 on the clock. And now Gombaz. Fouled on the release there, Morgan Quill. And it's going to be on Camarena, her first. And the 5th team foul. 2 shots coming for Morgan Quill. She'll make the first one, cuts it down to just a 12-point game here. And that will make it a 11-point game here, just about 1:12 to go, as Kubica with it. Ooh, stolen there by Morgan Quill, and she's going to get the layup and one. Foul is on Kubica, her first. Pretty much everybody on the court is fouled tonight. Quill with one shot, no good. Now Gombaz goes up with it, and it's no good as well. And now Siegenthaler gets the rebound with just under a minute to shoot. And it goes back. Camarena's there. Backcourt. Inbound here for the Braves. It's going to go into Quill. 45 seconds to shoot and counting. Now Quill is going to give it over to Murrow. And it's going to be called for a travel here. 33 seconds on the clock. And Kubica on the inbound to Camarena almost had it stolen by Quill. And now big three for Sipos. It's no good. Rebounded by Quill. 25 seconds to shoot now. It's a 9-point lead for the Broncos. Sipos is going to tip it out of bounds here. It will go the Braves' way. And now Gombas. He's going to give it to Quill here. Ooh. A charge here, it looks like. No, it's going to be a foul on Diaz here, her second. And 2 shots for Morgan Quill. And 15-7 is the score now. It's an 8-point lead. And she'll get the second one. So 15-8 is now the score. 15.7 seconds to go. And now Camarena with about 10 to shoot. Kubica, Siegenthaler, 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Diaz with 1 left. Sipos can't get one to fall. That's how the first half will end. Score 15-8. And we'll be back after this break. You're watching PH Athletics, your home for all Pascack Hills sports. And we're back here at the Michael J. O'Brien Court, ready to get back to action. Score, as you can see, is 15-8 as the Broncos lead the Indian Hills Braves here. It looks like the Braves will get the inbound to start the second half. We'll see in just a moment. And I was mistaken. It will be the Broncos on the inbound here. McKenna Farrell with it. She'll inbound to Sierra Camarena. That's how we'll begin the second half here. Camarena gives it over to Farrell now. Back over to Camarena, now back over to Sipos. And to win, back to Camarena, back over to Farrell. She's going to be called for a travel here. And now M into Paysauer. Paysauer, pass tipped. Sipos can't get to it, goes out. Inbound for the Broncos coming here. Camarena will take it up. In. Big three for Farrell. It's no good. Camarena gets it back. And now a big three for Sipos. It's good. Oh no, that was a long two. I apologize. And it will be a 9-point lead. Vallejo taking it up. Oh, tipped and stolen by Camarena. She's got Velozo with the bounce pass. And now back over to Camarena. Back out to Sipos. Another three, no good. And Camarena gets it. Now Sipos looked for the three. Now Camarena, corner three. It's no good and rebounded by Vallejo here. And now it's Paysauer taking it up, trying to give it over to Gall. It ends up there. And now M for a long three. It's no good and rebounded by Velozo. And Farrell gives it over to Velozo there. She's going to lose it. And Camarena, now Sipos, another three, no good. Wynn's going to put it back up. Layup's no good. And Farrell puts one up. No good once again. Wynn tries to put one up. It's no good. And now Velozo. Now Wynn. Timeout coming for the Braves here. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're ready to get back to it here. It's an inbound for the Braves here. It will be M getting it after the inbound to Paysauer. And covered by Camarena, almost lost it there, gets it back. 20 with it, still with it. Foul on Natalie Wynn here, her first of the night. And first team foul of the half. Inbound here for Vallejo. She's going to give it into 20. Long corner two is no good. It's rebounded by Paysauer, and she's going to be called for a travel. Farrell gave it to Camarino on the inbound, lost it. And it goes the Broncos' way. Farrell once again into Camarino, ducks under Pacehour there, gives it out to Sipos, and now Velazzo. She's going to put one up. It's no good. Wynn gets it, and she'll be fouled going up for the layup. Fouls on Camila Vallejo, her first of the night. It's 2 shots coming for Natalie Wynn. Just barely good on the first one there from Wynn to take a 10-point lead. Can't get the second one to fall, though, and a foul here coming. And it'll be on McKenna Farrell, her first of the night. And now M looking for the inbound, gives it all the way out to Camila Vallejo. Now over to Pacehour, covered by Camarina. And now M Camarina in there trying to break it up. Can't quite do it. Vallejo up for 3, no good. Rebounded by 20, and now M. Going to put it up, can't get it. Sipos with the rebound. Camarina, now Velazzo with it. Now Sipos over to Farrell, driving in, puts one up, no good. Gets her own rebound, gives it out to Sipos, long corner 2, no good. And out of bounds goal, as once again the entire Bronco team will come off. It's going to be Steffens, Espinoza, Maloney, Siegenthaler, and Diaz coming in for the Broncos. Only Emma Gombas coming on for number 20 for the Braves. And now Pacehour takes it up, 3 minutes 40 to go. She gives it to Vallejo, loses it. Steffens now with it as Pacehour falls, and now a foul here. As Vallejo fell there trying to defend Steffens' layup, she couldn't get one up. It's going to be a foul on Vallejo, her second. And now 2 from the line for Talene Steffens. No good on the first one for Steffens here, looking to get the second one. If she makes it, it'd be an 11-point game. She does, and gets a swish with it. So 11-point lead for the Broncos here, as Pacehour with it. Murrow gave it into M, and now Vallejo with it. Back out to Gombas, and now Pacehour over to Vallejo, and now Gombas once again, and now M. Now Gombas, no good. And Siegenthaler over to Diaz. Now Steffens with it. Steffens over to Espinoza. Steffens puts one up, it's no good. And rebounded by Pacehour here. And M trying to put one up. Now Gombas, now Pacehour. Long 3 there from Gombas. It was not good, and Maloney gets it back. Foul on Avery Gall, her third. Most fouls for any player on the court so far today. As here's Siegenthaler coming up, crossing over, out to Maloney for 3 from the corner, no good. Steffens gets it on the rebound, and double coverage tipped and taken by Vallejo. And now Pacehour with just about 2 minutes to go in the third, plus the 8 in the fourth. Down by 11 here as Vallejo. Now Gombas, and now Vallejo. M Now Paysauer, no good. Siegenthaler loses it. Goes over to Maloney. Now Siegenthaler once again. Can't get it up. It is a foul on Emma Gombas here. And it'll be an inbound. Espinoza with it. He's going to give it over to Diaz. Long two, no good. And now in the corner, Paysauer. Here's Siegenthaler getting it back over to Steffens. Puts one up and good. 21-8 the score now as Paysauer gives it over to Vallejo, and now M trying to drive in, loses it. Foul is on Maloney, her second. And now a sub, Murrow coming in for Ashley M, number 1, and that's it. So it'll be Gombas over to Paysauer. 1 minute to go in the third. And 9 minutes of regulation time to go as Gall over to Vallejo. Now it's Paysauer and now Gombas still with it. Now Paysauer is going to have that shot tipped there. Siegenthaler gets it, 40 seconds to shoot and count it. Trying to put one up, loses it, stays inbounds. Gall and Paysauer, 30 seconds to go. Over to Gombas now, gives it over to Murrow. Going to be called for a travel here, 19.4 to go in the third. Steffens on the inbound. She'll give it into Espinoza, back to Steffens now, under 15 to go. Here's Diaz, going to drive in, puts one up, no good. But Maloney fighting for the rebound, can't get it. 8 to go. And now Paysauer. 2 to go, as you can hear, to beat the buzzer, no good. And to end the third quarter here, 8 more minutes of regulation time basketball to go. 21-8 is the score. The Broncos lead the Indian Hills Braves. We'll be right back after this with our fourth and what looks to be final quarter of action. So here we go, 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go in the game pretty much here as the Broncos hold a 13-point lead over the Indian Hills Braves. They get the inbound though as Paysauer with it. That will start the ticking. M trying to give it to Gall. It's almost taken by Kubica. And now Gombas with it. Into 20 on the ground. Jump ball here. Kubica with a good job to get with it. And it will go. Pascack kills his way here as Sipos over to Kubica. Looking for somebody, gives it over to Sipos. Now trying to drive in. Gives it out to Kubica. Went for 3 and good! And the bench celebrates. 24-8 the score now, under 7 minutes to go. And Gombaz over to 20. Now over to Pacehour. Long two is no good and rebounded by Wynn. Gives it over to Kubica, who takes it up. Has Diaz, but the entire team makes their way up. Kubica on the spin move. Now gives it into Wynn, and now out to Diaz. Long corner two, no good. Wynn fighting for the rebound that gets called the jump ball there. Six minutes 26 on the clock here. 24-8 is the score. As here is Pacehour. Out of bounds. Looks like it will go Indian Hills' way. Pacehour trying to give it to somebody. Ooh, almost intercepted. Never mind, it goes to Gall. Now Pacehour looking for somebody, covered by Sipos, gives it over to M, trying to drive in. Ooh, stolen by Natalie Wynn there, and she's going to give it to Siegenthaler. Timeout for Pascack Hills here. We'll be back in about a minute. Actually, before we go, some breaking news coming out from the Baseball Hall of Fame. With 76.3% of the vote, third baseman Scott Rowland is the only person elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. We'll be right back in just a moment. And so, here we go, ready to get back to it. 5 minutes 39 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Score is 24-8. No changes for Pascack Hills here. They'll get the ball. And Kubica over to Sipos now. Gives it into Diaz. Now Sipos over to Kubica. Back out to Sipos. Into Siegenthaler. Now out to Diaz. Now Sipos once again outside. Gives it over to Kubica with the handoff to Diaz. And now back to Kubica. Into Siegenthaler at the foul line in double coverage. Falls to the floor. And now Kubica over to Sipos. Sipos gives it into Wynn, loses it on the ground, comes back out with it, and now Kubica for three, no good. Rebounded by Sipos, trying to stay in bounds and trying to drive in. It goes out, and it goes the Braves' way. And now it is Pacehour here. Under 4 minutes 30 to go. Ooh, stolen almost by Sipos, but M keeps it in and just can't get it to Avery Gall there. It goes out of bounds. It will be Wynn on the inbound to Olivia Kubica. Just about 4 minutes to go here as Sipos gets it. Siegenthaler. Diaz and now Kubica into Siegenthaler. Foul on Ashley M here. 2 fouls for her, as now the entire team will sub off once again. Steffens, Espinoza, Camarena with Maloney, and it looks like Velazzo all coming in. As now Espinoza puts one up, no good, and rebounded by M. And 20's got it, now Pacehour with it. Going to give it over to M. Ooh, loses it, goes out of bounds, and it goes Pascack Hills his way. 3 minutes 40 on the clock. Steffens on the inbounds, Camarena here. He's going to give it over to Espinoza, into Maloney, out to Camarena. Trying to drive in, gives it over to Steffens, almost loses it, and now Maloney tried to give it into Veloso. It went out, it will go. Still the Pascack Hills. And now with just about 3 minutes to go, as Espinoza looking to inbound, gives it over to Maloney, and now Steffens, and now Camarena trying to drive in, puts one up, no good, and it's rebounded by Gall with Paysauer. Over to M. And Paysauer, long corner three, it's no good. Steffens up to Camarena. Double coverage, but has Veloso, and now the entire team. Steffens in the corner. Now Camarena trying to drive in. Stolen there, intercepted now on the ground. Timeout. Or no, jump ball. Was a timeout called? It's not going to happen there. Jump ball, it does go to Pascack Hills, and Espinoza with it. Now Camarena, long two, no good, rebounded by Maloney. And now another jump ball. And it's going to be 20, inbounding to Sarah Paysauer here. Here's M. And now Gombas. Over to Paysauer. And now M over to Gall. And back to Gombas. And now Paysauer back to 20. Now Paysauer with it, top of the key. Over to Gombas. Finally a three, no good. And fouled there. 20 tried to go up for the layup. It was no good, but she was fouled. 2 from the line for number 20. And it looks like foul's going to be on Talene Steffens here. Second of the day. No good on the first. One more to go as Kubica comes in for Sierra Camarena. And it'll be Alexa Murrow coming in for Ashley M. for the Braves. No good on the second foul shot. Steffens gets it. Gives it up to Espinoza. Under 2 minutes to go. Over to Steffens now. And now Veloso almost lost it there. Gives it over to Steffens. Gets it back. And now back over to Espinoza off of Maloney. Bounce pass into Maloney, no good. And intercepted. And now Paysauer takes things up, but a nice steal there from Kubica coming from behind. And now she's going to try and go up, loses it. Veloso keeps it in. Now Steffens, long two, no good. Kubica tried to get the rebound and went out. Will go out on the Braves here, so the Broncos will have an inbound, a minute 15 to go. Goes to Veloso, trying to drive in, puts one up, no good. Gets it back though. Now over to Steffens, now Kubica. Puts one up, and no good. Rebounded by Espinoza, now Kubica, and now Maloney, and now Veloso. Finally Espinoza, no good. And rebounded by Gombas. And it'll be Paysauer taking things up. Under a minute to go in this one. And Gombas looking for somebody, just about 40 to go. Big three, no good. Then Maloney can't get it. As now it's Kubica taking it up once again. Steffens with it, 30 seconds and counting. Now Veloso over to Steffens, back over to Maloney. It's no good. Steffens tried to go back up with it. It didn't work. 15 seconds to go. Now Kubica trying to put one up. Gives it over to Maloney. She's going to get fouled and one. Clock's still ticking. It goes down to 5.1 seconds. Inbound here. And they'll dribble this one out. Final shot, no good, and 2 wins for the Broncos today. They beat the Indian Hills Broncos in the JV game 26-8. So this will be the last time we see these JV girls for a while. In fact, their next game isn't until next Tuesday. They'll be away in Ramsey taking on the Rams. Their next game back home isn't even next week, it seems. As what would have been a home game on Thursday was canceled and actually moved to Saturday. So if you want to keep up with it, the link to our full sports schedule is on the Pascack Hills website, hills.pascack.org. Go to the athletics tab, and one of the things that come up should be the athletic schedules page. That's where you want to go to keep up with all of our Pascack Hills athletics. For now, though, I'm Matthew Merlino signing off for this Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. You've been watching PH Athletics, the home for Pascack.